This is Soundoff60, Southwest Louisiana's premier sports show.
Coaching staff was just like, you need to go through the same routine you were going through in the minor leagues. It's going to happen. Yeah. Our skipper actually moved me up to the 2-hole in the order in the middle of that and said, hey, you're our guy, you're going to play, and we believe in you. And then got a few hits, started believing in myself.
Julio's coming back. Oh, forget it. The game's over. Forget it. The game's over. Oh, Julio.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniel's Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. Here are the guys, Rick, Scooter, and Kevin.
In a matter of minutes, in a matter of seconds, the New Orleans Saints had the ultimate thrill of victory within their grasp and then the agony of defeat. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. We got a lot to cover. That's cruel. Don't do any fake crying or tears, okay? Because we know you're a Saints hater, even though the jacket. Welcome to the show. The Joker on the far end, that would be Kevin Guidry, vis-a-vis Bill Belichick with the hoodie. Scooter Hobbs in the middle, an anguished Rick Serro here on the far end. We got 60 minutes of Soundoff60 coming your way, and what a show.
What a show.
We only need 10 seconds.
That's it. What a show.
That's cold, Hobbs. Come on, man. Give us a break.
Rick, in all honesty, I have to say, the first half, Drew Brees was non-existent. That second half
was non-existent. The whole offense.
That second half, now we know who Drew Brees, who he really is. I mean, some of the darts that he threw, that fourth down, I mean, hey.
None of that matters.
None of that matters.
I was looking at the bright side.
But
I was just trying to give him something.
Part of the game. It is all building up to the part of the game.
It is. It is.
One of the national guys labeled it kind of cool. He's going to call it the Hail Millie.
No, that's not it.
What?
The whiff six.
Could be the whiff six. I like it. We can come up with a lot.
The whiff six.
The whiff six. Come up with that. The Hail Millie, the Minnesota Miracle, whatever you want to call it.
Whiff six is it.
I like it. From a Saints standpoint,
look,
it's the play that will live
forever.
In Saints
it will.
lore. And,
it will.
And look, let me state from the beginning, and we got a lot of time. We're going to get into this game.
Well, let's put it in perspective.
Oh, you try, because I know I've got mine.
It is the worst, most agonizing play in Saints history. And that's a tough list to crack.
It is.
And you know, when you say that,
we agree on that. It
really is. I mean,
and
but
I've
look
been
what
there since 1967. And it is.
I mean, it has to because of what was building up to that. You go on to play for the conference championship if you walk away from this game.
Yes.
And the thing about it, Rick, you know what? You hate to have to go back and look at a 20, 21-year-old kid and say something like that. This kid has been phenomenal all year long, guys. You know who I'm talking about. He has been unbelievable.
That was his 6th interception of the year. Earlier in the game,
Nobody right there.
Will ever remember that.
No, they won't, Scooter.
It led to a touchdown.
It's just to understand what he's feeling.
I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that from a defensive standpoint.
You could make the argument was the key play in the comeback.
The block punt was big.
The block punt was big, Scooter.
Yeah, but they were
the block punt was big.
Anyway.
That's right.
But it came I think the first play after the Saints finally scored.
Yes.
You got. I mean that just changed.
It was way back. The lead
momentum.
changed 4 times in 3.5 minutes. We're going to get to the defensive back mindset and maybe a little what he did wrong.
I can explain that.
What did Marcus Williams do wrong?
I can explain that.
Was the defense right? Were the players in the right position? All of that. But let's get back to what Hobbs said, and I agree wholeheartedly. Yes, the most agonizing, the most critical, and there has been a lot.
Yes, it has.
And I didn't even have top 10 agonizing.
Come on, Scooter.
Against the Falcons alone.
Falcons, Browns.
No, you're right about that.
I remember the
Falcons
Hail
for sure.
Marys. I don't remember all. I try to forget. But this one is because of the abruptness, because of the improbability of it, because of the heart in the dagger, and most importantly, it would have put them in the NFC Championship game with a shot to go to the Super Bowl. So all those other ones,
you're right, though,
they
Rick.
were regular season losses.
You're right.
You know, it was all, but you know.
But this is where it counts. This is where it counts on these games. And Scooter, let me say, and Rick, when you look at this, what can you say about the Saints? you know, there's a clock that's ticking with Drew Brees. We all know this now.
It's a slow ticking clock.
How many
Kevin.
more ticks do we have
It's a
before that
slow-ticking-
clock gets to where?
Well,
Scooter, this may have been the time.
No.
This may have been the
Do
one.
you look at their roster and what they have and what's coming
Now,
back?
I will say that the Saints do look built for a few years.
Yes, they do.
And Breeze isn't going anywhere for a few years.
Okay.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
It
Those
takes
chances
some
don't
luck.
happen. Yeah, they don't happen that
No,
often.
they don't.
Rick.
No,
They
they
don't
don't.
happen that
And
often,
I
man.
Why it's
really
such a bad
think-
loss.
I mean, I definitely think this was a team that had a great chance to get to the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I do believe.
And who knows? You don't think the NFL would like a Breeze-Brady
Oh,
matchup?
my Lord.
Now they got
That
either
would've
Nick
been-
Foles or
Yeah.
Case
You got
Keenum.
two guys didn't know where they was going to be playing at, to be
You
honest
know,
with you.
also, it could have been, which is astonishing to me, but it could have been the Saints' largest comeback ever.
In a playoff game.
In a
Playoff
playoff
game.
game. Okay, I know it's a limited
game,
pool,
yeah.
but still.
They were down by
Saints had
17.
a lot of playoff wins.
True,
Yeah.
true, but all
They
right,
were
I'll
down
give you
by
that. But
17.
still, so that was nixed in the process. All right, so yes, it's a gut wrencher, and Marcus Williams, a rookie safety, was there.
He was there.
Ken Crawley was somewhat there, and they failed to make the play.
You know, and Williams not only whiffed it, he knocked Cawley out of it.
He knocked him out,
Yeah,
too.
so it had
He
a
knocked him
ripple
out, too.
effect. We'll rest on that for a second. Believe me, we'll get more into it and more
We're
into
going to
the
talk
play.
about it.
Uh,
I got some thoughts. on it.
Leonard,
I do too.
Leonard Fournette and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's stay on the NFL, gentlemen. And Kevin, from a player perspective, the Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin, and 5-7 weeks ago, we're looking for round 2 with the New England Patriots.
You knew it was
we're going to
coming.
see them in round 2.
Yeah.
They're key players. Le'Veon Bell, Patriot tweeting all weekend. Yeah. Pros can overlook other pros,
Yes.
can't they?
Yes.
How
yes.
do you do that?
You
How
don't.
does
And
Tomlin
it's
let
like,
that happen?
You know, I mean, Rick.
They
I don't
overlooked
know.
Jacksonville.
They did.
Come
Rick,
on.
and you know what? A veteran team like the Steelers, it's like that would never happen. But
And it did.
they didn't realize the amount of. I think a lot of us maybe didn't realize the amount of talent Jacksonville.
Oh, that defense.
They've got. I mean,
They whipped them
I
30 to 9.
understand,
Wait,
I
wait,
understand that. How in the world did Jacksonville score 45?
Scooter,
45 points?
that's beyond me.
Leonard Fournette had 3
That,
touchdowns.
he had 3 touchdowns.
Blake
That's-
Bortles
That's
came out
beyond
of
me.
hell.
Who?
Blake Bortles.
Yeah. It's
Central Florida.
It's like, but what I think, what was underestimated, and I didn't watch a lot of the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, I knew Leonard was there, and I watched every now and then I saw a piece of him.
It was
whatever
a
running.
great game.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
But you know what I didn't realize, Rick? They got a hell of a defense.
Well, I knew they had a good defense.
I didn't, Scooter. They've
I
got a hell of a
knew.
defense.
You need to
I
watch
knew
more
they
NFL
had a good
football.
defense.
No, I do, but I didn't watch that particular team.
they're
but
very good.
They
They're
got
very
no. The defense that was underestimated all year long was Minnesota. Minnesota has the number 1 ranked defense in the league. Did you know that?
I
didn't
knew
know
that.
I didn't
Where
know that.
have you been?
Dude.
We talked about it last
I
week.
did not think that
We
Minnesota
talked
had the
about it
number
last
1 ranked
Yes.
defense
We
in the
talked
league.
about it last week. All right.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I
all
did
right.
know that.
Look, Pittsburgh and Jacksonville, more on that later. New England in a rout over Tennessee. You know, mild surprise, Atlanta stopped. Their road ended in Philadelphia. That's a very, very good
Well, they've
Philadelphia
got some problems
Eagle.
on the offensive side, and I think the offensive coordinator is gone. I think he's
Sarkisian,
gone.
well,
I
one
think he's
year.
gone.
Yeah, I know
because
who's
everybody's pointing the finger at him.
Well, maybe and rightfully so.
Everybody's
All
pointing the finger at him.
So now we have it. We have the AFC matchup, and the NFC matchup does not include the Saints going to Philadelphia. I was about to get on the phone, guys.
Look,
I got an
dude,
old buddy
look,
of mine that lives
look,
outside of
man.
Philadelphia. I was about to start
I
punching
was
it in.
pulling for you, Rick. Believe it or
Holy
not, man. I was pulling
smokes.
for
I
you,
guess
Rick.
I'm going to save some money.
I was
All
pulling
right,
for you, man.
It's you're going to continue to jab that knife in my back, right?
I've just got some comments like
Thank
Scooter
you.
later on in,
We'll take a
in
short
the
pause.
other segments. Jeez.
Vikings at their own 39. 10 seconds to play.
But-
the pass is in the air. The play.
They'll play.
More on that as the show progresses down the line. We come to you from Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. Stay right there.
Soundoff60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort.
In 1975, we brewed the original light beer with more taste and only 96 calories. We think that's worth celebrating. Miller Lite, back in the original bottle.
right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at LaBerge Casino. We've covered a lot in the first segment. All right, let's dig into the Saints and the Vikings and the build-up to the pivotal play in the fourth quarter. All right, this is an offense.
So we're still not talking about the play.
Not yet.
Not yet.
The win 6 is
Yeah,
not
that's
that.
it.
I like it, Hobbs.
That's it.
Okay.
But
That's
no,
it.
keep it on the bench for right now.
Not yet.
We're
Okay.
teasing them. We're getting
Okay.
to it, all right?
All right.
Look, they knew what they had in Minnesota.
No doubt.
They played them. They lost 29-19 in the first game of the season. They knew Mike Zimmer. Sean Payton coached with Mike Zimmer. They knew about the defense. And my gosh, give the Vikings credit. Breeze didn't have any tempo or rhythm. Okay, he was off a little bit. Remember the deep throw that was
that's
picked,
part
that
of
whole
football.
thing. It is part of football.
Yeah.
But my gosh, this was shocking how the Saints offense was so ineffective and Minnesota's defense
first
was
half.
so effective
The
so
first
early
half.
on. But it's at home. And look, I saw, maybe I'm wrong, but I saw a rested Viking team, okay? And I saw a team for the
Well,
New
that
Orleans
always
Saints
does
that
help.
took a little bit to get the legs back into it.
And they had to travel. Yeah,
And
I
they- yeah,
know that.
that-
But that's, I mean,
But,
you
I
earn
mean,
that home
That's
field.
right. Exactly right.
You
Yeah.
earn that.
But-
That's right.
That
And that
buy.
was an advantage the Vikings had being at home, Rick.
That's
I
right.
mean, you got, and that dome, you can't, I mean, I was surprised that they was able, maybe they had some adjustments they had to make during the second half to maybe get some of the calls, because the first half, it looked like they just wasn't
By the way,
clicking,
I wanna bring
wasn't
this up.
understanding
And
that
I
they could
want-
even hear the checks or whatever
I'm
that
gonna get
Brees,
into it.
I
I
mean,
wasn't
that Drew
there
Brees was
to-
making.
When you were playing, did you ever play in that old Metrodome?
I did, Scooter. I did.
I covered the Saints playoff game in Minnesota. I forget what that was still Haslett coaching.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
It was probably the worst stadium I've ever been in.
Yeah. The old one.
Yeah.
But they talked about how loud it was. Yeah, it was. Had nothing to do with fans.
Yeah.
So
No.
They pumped the music in.
Yeah, they did.
They
yeah,
got
they
caught
did.
for that.
Yeah,
They
they
got
did.
caught for that. didn't
And
they?
they-
And they were
livid
supposed to.
Yeah, they got caught for
And
that.
I don't know if they're still doing
No,
that.
I don't think so.
But
No. No, I don't think they do that at all. All right, look, guys. At one point early, Brees had a 0 for a
He-
quarterback
yeah.
rating,
Yeah.
had no
0.
third down conversions, 2
None.
turnovers. It
None.
was as worse a start as possible, and as good a start as possible for a young guy like Case Keenum
You're right.
playing in his first playoff game.
But
let me stay for the record, and I know what you're going to say, Hobbs. But I just, again, I know I'm biased, but the referees, I thought just put a uniform on them, because it was, for a while there, it did appear 2 against 1. They
were
have,
wait, now wait,
busybodies in
they
the
have
first.
to change the pass interference penalty. They have to go to the college route. The only
Well,
thing
well,
they'll
but
give you on the
Rick-
college side, they have to make it a maximum 15 yards or something.
They can't,
because
Rick. It's
too
where
subjective.
it happens at, Rick.
It's too
That's-
subjective.
The
It is
college
too
is like that,
subjective.
but Rick, the pros
I
say
agree with you.
where the call is made at, that's where the ball's
No.
gonna lie. You're right. I agree with you, but Rick.
As an old defensive back, you would think you would,
No, you don't never want that play. You on the 5 and interfere. You don't want that, man.
it's a
15
death knell.
yards.
It's a death
But the
knell.
thing is, though, it's like, it's a different game, though, Rick. And the consequences are a little bit bigger now, because you're supposed to know better. As a professional, you should deal with that much better. College kids, we're going to
subjective.
give you
It's
that
so
because we know you're
subjective,
learning
Kevin.
now. But as a professional,
All right, let me get on
you should
my-
know that.
Rick, you tuned in willingly to
Yes.
an NFL game,
yes,
right?
I did. I
Yes,
always do.
We all did.
And it shocked you that flags
No.
determined the game?
This year's
But-
different
but-
with these
but
doggone
Rick,
all-star
It's
crews.
why
It's
it
different.
is- oh,
it's
no,
different.
it's no different
It
than the
is.
regular
It
season.
is.
Rick, I've got to
They're-
disagree,
Bad
Rick.
calls. More bad calls.
I'm sure
more bad
you're
calls.
like me. Whether it's a good offensive play or a good defensive play, your first instinct is looking for
Look
that
for the
little
flag.
yellow flag.
I know.
You
Because
are.
you
I
know
know.
it's coming.
That's
Yeah.
why they got to change it.
And you
They gotta
didn't-
change
I
it.
mean,
But
and
and-
I will agree with you. Now, the referee stayed out of it in the second half, I thought, pretty well.
they
Pretty
did,
well.
Scooter.
But the first half, ticky-tack or
Ticky-tack.
50-50 calls kind of helped set the tone. Not taking
Yes.
nothing away from what
Yes.
the Vikings did.
Yes.
But it certainly helped set the tone.
There
for
were
that-
several
for that
ticky-tacks.
first half.
And
Rick,
some of them
let
were
me-
against Minnesota.
But look, I have to agree with you to a degree on what Scooter's saying. The second half, come on now. Case Keenum got roughed up, I could say twice by the Saints, and it wasn't called. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't remember seeing
Oh, God, Scooter.
He got hit
They
in the
almost took
head.
his head off,
He
man.
got hit in the
And the
head.
refs didn't call it, Rick. So,
He
hey,
got-
Rick,
all right, he
come
got
on
hit-
now.
All right. Brees
And
got
that
hit
could
in
have
the
been
head
big,
too.
Rick.
Look, I can't. What is the guy? It's not Dean Blandino. It's the other guy for Fox. All right. When he come out and says, "Look, yes, there come a point in these kind of games where the referees kind of decide we're going to let them play a little bit.
You have to.
Set a tone. So
That's like the
basketball.
NBA playoffs.
Just
You
like
gotta let them
basketball.
play,
Just
Rick.
like
You
that.
have
All
to,
right.
man.
I got that off. All right. So again, you know, I argued all week long. I thought if the Saints got to 100 yards rushing, they could win this game. They got to 80, and they could have won the game. Not a bad effort from a running champ. Alvin Kamara with over 100 yards from line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and they got
He's a hell of a
Kamara the
receiver
ball
too,
on
man.
the way,
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Kamara, I thought, was very effective.
Yes.
Very effective.
Good. Let me.
And boy, Breeze, as much as he struggled early, that mind was always ticking.
Oh yeah, of course.
And it was like the computer, you know, and by the second half, it
And
all
before
lined
you
up.
take your point in Breeze's mind, he had to be thinking, I got to get Michael Thomas the ball. And it took him to the second half to do it.
It did.
Didn't get him in the game,
You know he was
in the
getting
flow
in
of the
it sooner
game
or later.
early enough, but they did in the second half.
Dude, let me tell you
Seven
something.
catches, 85
I've watched
yards.
a lot of football. I have never seen a quarterback throw a corner route to a running back such as Breeze did to Kamara. In the corner, dude, running backs don't catch that.
No, they
They're not
don't.
supposed to catch that, dude.
No, they don't.
This boy is not a running back. He's a hybrid of a running back,
Slot
receiver.
receiver,
Seriously,
everything.
you saw the way he caught it, Rick. That's a receiver catch, dude.
it-
I'm impressed with that
No,
dude.
it's
man.
unbelievable.
Big time.
Unbelievable.
I'm
And
impressed.
look, it was critical. Folks, we hadn't forgot about the play. It's coming. Unbelievable play by the Minnesota defensive end. Griffin, I think, back to the ball,
I know.
and he sticks his hand
Can
up.
you- Look,
Let's call that what it was. That was a lucky
Of
play.
course.
He's got eyes in the back
Look.
of
Of
his
course.
head.
I'm going to stick
Look.
my
Now, why
hand up.
I will say this. You're talking about
Headsy play.
it was.
Why,
It was.
why the Saints didn't get called for holding on that play, I'll never know. 'Cause he had his back to him because
He had him
forget who
locked
it
up,
was.
Scooter.
Look,
He
how
definitely had
often
him locked
do
up.
you see a ball get batted down with the guy's back?
No.
And look, it
No.
took 7 or 3 off the board.
Yeah, it did.
And in a close
no
game like that,
It
it's
did.
huge.
It did. It
The
did.
Saints,
No, I have to say it did.
saw
It did.
momentum enough to go in for a score, a
Yeah.
touchdown.
That was big,
again,
though, Rick.
A big
That was
break
big.
for Minnesota, but they
That was
made
big.
that break. They made that break, and that's
That was
why they're
big,
the
man.
best defense. That's why
That's
they're
no doubt
the
about
best.
that.
All right, let's fast forward. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
The pick by Marcus Williams, same
Yeah.
guy, huge.
Big pick.
To me, that
Sixth
was the
interception,
key
fifth
element
interception
of
for the year.
The Saints scored. Well, okay, good. It was
Yeah.
what, 20-7,
Yeah.
so 17-7,
Yeah.
something like that. I mean, and then that was the first play after the kickoff,
Yes.
I believe.
Yep.
I mean, that momentum totally
Big.
changed. That's when you said,
Big.
oh,
You were waiting for a turnover.
In fact,
Yeah.
the people I was watching the game with after the Saints scored said, man, to get a turnover here, maybe it'd get interesting.
Yep.
First play. And that was an
And
easy
and
interception, I'll say that.
nobody even remembered that, Rick.
No.
Nobody
Unfortunately.
remembered that. When you think about it, Rick,
Unfortunately.
nobody even remembered
All
that.
right,
man.
as we move down, the block punt was huge by
Big
George
time.
Johnson,
Yeah.
a late season pickup.
Yeah.
George Johnson, remember that?
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
that name
Yeah.
in regards to being
Was-
on that roster.
Was that the
Okay.
quarterback that came in from the left side?
Yes.
That was the
Tyson
quarterback,
Hill.
wasn't
yeah,
it?
that
Yeah.
third, that
Number 7.
3
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
wait, that's the quarterback.
That's a third string quarterback.
Wow.
All right, so all these plays, all
Peyton
this,
swears
all
may
this,
be a quarterback.
all
Really?
this
Wow.
led up to the 2-minute drill for Breeze. All
Yeah.
right. They go down.
Yeah.
Minnesota kicks a 53-yard field goal. Breeze gets it
Dude.
with 1:25 to play or something like that. And and he,
Do
and he
you
works his
do you
magic.
realize the
Fourth
pressure
and
of
10.
kicking? Do you
Fourth and
realize the
10.
pressure of kicking a 53-yard field goal?
Well, for
Well, I
quarterback,
like the Saints
Dude.
kicker, though. I mean,
he's good.
He's
Now-
pretty clutch.
4th and 10, and he gets it to Willie Snead. Finally, 4th and 10.
What a
But let me
throw
tell
that
you,
was.
well,
Holy smokes.
Willie Snead, he sneezed on one of them, okay? Can I say it like
did.
that? Willie sneezed.
He did.
Willie Snead
The third-
sneezed on one of
the
them.
3rd and 1.
It was touchdown.
It was.
It was touchdown,
Oh,
Rick.
the pass.
Yeah.
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 He
The option
sneezed
pass.
on that
But
one,
they
Scooter.
ended up scoring on that drive. I
No, they
believe.
did
No,
not.
they didn't. No, they did not.
Well,
They
I
didn't
thought
score.
No, they did not. They had a
No,
punt.
they did
I
not
thought
score on
I
that one,
had
Scooter.
heard-
No, it was 4th and it was 3rd and 1.
Well,
No.
that's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. And then
I don't
No,
after
they
the
didn't
game,
score on that one.
I don't
Somebody,
think
somebody on TV, I guess I should have taken them with a grain of salt. Somebody on TV was said the Saints scored every possession in the second half.
They scored like 3 straight in the second
They scored
half.
3 straight, but whenever possession.
So the
over, they
Saints
scored 3
take the
straight.
lead late on a pressure kick by Will Lutz, 43-yarder.
Yeah.
25 seconds on the clock.
25 is what it is, Rick.
25 seconds on the clock.
And you know what? At this point, you're thinking you got a quarterback that's not that really.
Come on, Kevin.
Under pressure. I mean, I'm talking about, you know.
Case Keenum has done it all year long. He's a solid quarterback.
But this, Rick, these games are different,
solid.
Rick. But these games are different,
I know they're
Rick.
different.
They're different, Rick.
But he rose to the occasion. 25 seconds to go. The Vikings get the kickoff, and they're down by 2. We pick it up with the play when we come back.
Yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow. Soundoff 60 is presented by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Check us out online at soundoff60tv.com.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
Enjoy a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to your preferences, no matter where you are. Uncompromising, unmistakable. Luxair. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
All right, welcome back to Jack Daniels at L'Auberge Casino. We're covering a lot of ground, a lot of New Orleans Saints, and a lot of Viking Saints in agony, if you will. But before we go any further, I want to remind you about live country music on the stage here at Jack Daniels every Friday and Saturday night, starting at about 10 o'clock. Get here, get your seats, because it's a good time. Foot stomping music. Back to the roots, if you will, of good country music here at Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Do me a favor, wear the hoodie. Wear the hoodie. Come on, Belichick. Doom and gloom. What do you call that thing with the?
Yeah,
what do you call
the Grim Reaper?
The Grim Reaper.
Yeah,
The
you
Grim
look like
Reaper.
the Grim Reaper.
Belichick had the
tool
mask
call?
on this
What's the
past
tool
week.
call again, writer boy?
A sickle, or what is it?
Sickle.
Sickle, something like that.
No,
Yeah.
it's scythe.
Really?
Scythe.
Whatever it is.
Whatever. We
Should've
can look
brought.
it up and see.
All right.
But look,
I'm getting a headache already. All right, so the Vikings have the ball. Case
Yes.
Keenum, solid quarterback.
Hey,
solid.
But you thought he would
Solid.
crack under
Not a
pressure for some
superstar,
reason.
but
You
solid.
thought he would crack, though. You did.
They get a procedure penalty.
Yeah.
Back him up 5
Back him
yards
up,
to the
man. Can you
20.
believe that, bro?
20 seconds to go. One timeout.
Wow.
One timeout.
Wow.
Let's move forward to the play. His only shot after a couple of this and a couple of that, time running out. No timeouts now.
No
His
timeouts.
only shot
No
is to
timeouts.
get it deep,
Yeah.
hope they get out of bounds, or hope that he can rush to
This-
spike it to get the field
this-
goal. All right. The ball is in the air.
How much time is on the clock? That's what I need to know.
10 seconds.
What?
It was 10 seconds when the play
10
started.
seconds.
Okay. Okay.
The ball is in the air. Stephon Diggs leaps for the ball. Let's preface it by saying Sean Payton said after the game the defense was set. It's a sideline zone defense.
Yeah.
It's like basketball. Force them to the inside.
Yeah.
Right? Ken Crawley is there. Mm-hmm. Marcus Williams is
Williams.
deep man, okay? The
Basically a
ball's
cover
in
two.
the air. He
Basically
jumps.
a cover two is what it is.
He jumps.
Basically a cover two is what it is.
Marcus Williams goes. He wants to hit him behind the legs and do the flip on the drop.
We have no idea what he was thinking. He obviously wasn't.
Oh, no, he
His
said he was
head
going for the
was
tackle.
down.
He
Yeah, but
said
his
he was going
head
for the
was
tackle.
down.
His
But
head
it's,
was down.
and I'm with Scooter. As a defensive
Keep
back,
your head up.
I've got to look him in to know what I'm hitting. I mean, I have to. And what he did made me think that he was trying, because he was early, not to get the pass interference. To me, that's what it looked like, because he avoided actually hitting the guy. I mean, you can't miss.
Why don't you
Diggs.
just pull up and wait on him to catch it?
I mean, Scooter, yeah, but the thing is, this is what I'm looking at. Even though, Rick, my thing is this here. Why are you even in the middle of the field when you know that they've got to throw to one of the sidelines? The ball is not going to the middle of the damn, Phil, as a defensive back, you already know the ball's got to go to one sideline because you've got to get out of bounds.
But he was there.
But the thing is,
He was covering. He was there.
why would you come that early, like Scooter said, and not be late and just make the tackle?
Well, you know, and I heard a lot of people say it. Well, all he has to do is step out of bounds after he catches it, and it would have been a very makeable field goal.
Very makeable.
But my argument would be, if he just comes in and drives him back, you know, hits him in the back, shouldn't be any problem having momentum, then it's forward progress to there. He can even drive him out of bounds as long as he does it backwards.
Right.
And they've got to mark it where forward progress was, and the clock keeps running.
Right.
Game over.
They're not getting, look, like I said on the setup, I don't think the Vikings would have had time to run down and spike it and get the field goal. Game over.
No, they would
Game
not.
over.
No,
the only way is to have gotten out of bounds.
Was getting out of bounds.
And I'm not saying he couldn't have gotten out of bounds. Maybe he could have. But if he just hits him, he drives him back, and his forward progress to there.
I agree. For the record, Kevin, and you didn't play safety. You were a cornerback.
No, corner.
But for the record, what was the number one thing that Marcus Williams, and we're not banging on the guy. He's a rookie. What did he do wrong? What he should have done? The number one thing.
He was the last guy that could have made that play
And
no
he
matter
admitted that
what.
after the game.
He was the
He
last
knew
guy because
he was the last
that's
line
the
of
position
defense.
you're in, Rick. So that play solely falls on me.
Right.
Rick, if I know that the ball's in the air, Rick, I'm watching it, Rick, and I'm going to make contact because my corner is going to make sure that he doesn't go out of bounds. That's why he's there.
There's Crawley.
That's why
protecting
he's
the
there,
sideline,
Rick.
Right?
So all I'm saying is I make the contact. The corner's going to push him back in. Game's over.
You make a good point.
Game's over.
So
Stu, that's the way it's supposed to be.
The ultimate mistake was head up, see what you're hitting.
And then you tackle your own man.
Knock Crawley out of the play.
My column tomorrow in the
So-
America Press
It hurts.
kind of turns to the societal problem.
Really?
Huh?
Please. Expound.
Please a little bit, Scooter.
What?
Just a little bit. Societal. Please help me with this one.
Nobody in America can tackle anymore.
Okay.
All you see is people trying to knock people down.
Well,
They don't grab them.
but let me say this.
Okay, the
this
checkout,
this
the
could have been the
checkout
mistake.
girl
But
at
wait,
your local
but wait,
grocery store.
but wait.
What is she doing wrong?
She
With
can't tackle
society?
either.
Let me just say this.
Full of grocery bags?
But wait,
What?
Well,
Scooter.
a lot of the NFL players tackle like she would.
Oh my Lord! Holy
Williams-
smokes!
I mean, look at him. He's got his head down. He's going
He's-
in, throwing
he's a
his
corner,
body
right?
into him.
He's a corner, right?
Whatever happened
He's a corner,
to
am I right?
grab him?
Safety. Williams
Safety
is
/ corner, right?
No, it's full safety.
How
College
about-
and pro.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I only heard a little
I'm
bit
trying to
of
give him the
it.
benefit of the doubt,
And
Rick.
This was about a month ago. They were talking about Pete Carroll with
Yeah.
the Seahawks and how he teaches rugby tackling. That they're not going in, throwing their butt. They
No.
are basically just trying to grab people.
Right.
You know, it's not as manly as,
No.
really popping somebody. But you don't whiff on
That's
many
right.
like that.
But we're taught, and you teach this even back when I played, you're taught in the middle of the field, you want a guy to take a shot to try and jaw the ball loose.
Okay, and it looked like that's what he was
taught,
going
Scooter.
for.
if
But
somebody
toward-
else is already
You're
holding
exactly
him up.
right, Scooter.
But they do
You-
it now when they're the initial tackler.
And that's not.
I'm telling
that's
you.
not.
And I can't believe they're being taught to tackle like this.
Well,
but they let it go.
Here's the other side of it. In this case, I don't think it applies. I don't think. But look, it's a different game, especially for those DBs in regards to how they hit somebody.
Yeah.
And yes,
Yeah.
maybe pass interference was way back here in his mind, but I don't
Yeah,
think so.
and I think.
I don't think so, but they're taught differently how to hit and tackle. It's a different kind of tackling game.
But
But it's not an excuse in this time. You know, clearly, hit him in the back, hit him around the
Yeah.
waist and bring him down and grab him.
And
I'm
Rick,
with you.
I think Williams.
LSU lost the Citrus Bowl the same
Yeah,
way.
same
There
way.
you go.
Same way.
Very same way.
Very
Same way.
same.
I totally agree.
Very
Rick, but
same.
I think the whole problem with Williams, I think the kid was just too early. He should have played that play to where he should have looked and saw the ball. He's going to make the catch. I've got my corner here to make sure he's not going out of bounds. We make the tackle. Game over. We're heading to divisional
It was
playoff.
just a complete, as Hobbs said, it was a complete whiff.
It
And
was.
he took out Crawley.
By
and
him
the
being
man
early.
just races
Because
untouched.
you can tell
61-yard play.
He had already passed Diggs before Diggs came down with the ball.
I know.
He'd already passed him.
Yeah, it's
he'd already passed him.
mind-boggling.
So he was too early.
And
He
so
was too early.
improbable. So improbable. Give Sean Payton credit. Give them all credit. They didn't throw the young man under the bus. The young man made comments afterwards and said,
but the young man said,
him credit.
it's on me. The young man, he said,
I
it's
was
on
the
me.
last line of defense.
He said,
I got
it's
to live
on me.
with this for the
It's
rest
on
of my
me.
life. He
You know,
didn't make the play. He
And
knew what he
you
was
know-
supposed to do.
You know, one thing that has surprised me, and I'm sure there's been some nasty stuff too, but from everything I'm hearing, Saints fans have been pretty sympathetic to him.
You have to be.
They were at the
kinda have to.
airport. They were at the
So
airport
clear.
last night.
He's
He's
the-
so young. He's so young. Yeah,
He's
you have
the
to.
Bill Buckner of the Saints now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just,
You know?
Yeah.
And it is a shame that he is such a promising rookie.
he is.
But my first thought last night was, you know, he probably will end up being a very good
Oh, yeah.
NFL player. He's already a pretty good NFL
Yeah,
player.
Yeah.
But you wonder if he can do it in New Orleans.
Yeah.
think
That's
so.
the thing,
I think
Scooter.
so.
If he can
Scooter.
overcome-
Young,
I don't.
I think so.
I don't think his career will stay there.
Oh, no.
I don't think it'll stay in New Orleans. I don't.
I think he'll get over this. It's gonna
He will.
sting.
He
It's
will
gonna
get over
sting.
it, but-
Cam Jordan was another one. After the game, put it on him.
Well,
Now, I know
well,
he's
I
trying to.
understand all
you
the
know,
teammates standing up
yeah.
for him. And, you know, you get on me all the time. But to me, that's one thing this Saints team had going for them.
Yep.
They had a good locker room chemistry.
They did.
And they
They
showed
did.
it.
And it
They showed
did.
it.
It
They
did
did.
show after that
And that's a
game.
good thing.
And particularly
is.
with a rookie like this, who a guy that by all accounts has a very promising future.
Yeah,
Very,
I think he does.
Very
All right.
good player.
Hate to see it. though.
Speaking of the
Hate to see
future,
it.
coming up after we pause, the Saints building for the future, and will Drew Brees be a part of it? And more on the Vikings and how maybe they
Spoiler
deserve,
alert, yes.
and maybe maybe the Vikings
I don't know.
deserve this gift from God.
Yeah.
Coming up in about 2 minutes. Stay right.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort. The boys in the box will be right back.
In 1975, we brewed the original light beer with more taste and only 96 calories. We think that's worth celebrating. Miller Lite, back in the original bottle.
Enjoy a more reliable, responsible, intelligent, and connected indoor environment that easily adjusts to your preferences, no matter where you are. Uncompromising, unmistakable. Luxair. Get connected with a Luxair dealer near you by visiting luxair.com/solar supply.
Only one light beer has more taste, less calories, and half the carbs. This one. Miller Lite. Hold true.
All right, welcome back to the show. A little bit later on in the show, all quiet on the McNeese head football coach Lance Guidry front, but that could change this week. It's going on a little long.
We're waiting to see what
One
happens.
way or the other, it will change.
Yeah.
I think this
We're
is
waiting
the
to see
week.
what's
We'll
happening.
know more about Lance Guidry.
Yeah.
So hang on for that.
We
We'll
wish
get
him the
into
best,
that, in the next segment of the show. Also, later in the show, kind of our little mini tribute to the great one. All right, Keith Jackson passed over the weekend. Wow, the voice of college football and beyond, not only college football. All right, gentlemen, look, we've covered the play. It will live in infamy. I mean,
It will.
It is the most agonizing, in the most devastating way to lose a football game because of what was at stake. Not LSU's loss,
and you know-
interesting. Just like not as devastating.
No, they had more
it's
time
a
on the
lot.
clock to where,
Yeah.
You know,
but
this one with no time on the
Imagine
clock.
if that had been the semifinals.
Yeah, exactly. Have you ever seen a finish like that? Nobody
No,
on the field. We got to
I
kick the
haven't.
field.
I haven't.
We got to do something. We got to officially end the game. you know, Saints coming out of the locker room.
And let me tell you, look,
it was cheerleaders out there to get down to the three-point
Well,
line.
they had
Scooter.
Unbelievable.
They had the kicker,
They had
Scooter.
the punter lined
They had the
up
punter.
in those
Yeah,
guards
unbelievable.
for the extra
They had,
point.
well, they only had 8 guys, too.
It's
Well,
crazy.
and they
Now-
took it. You know, I don't really dabble in this. The line on that game was 5.5.
Here
And
we
the
go.
Vikings won by 5.
Yeah, here we go.
If they'd kicked the field goal, or the extra point, they'd have won by 6.
Yeah, yeah.
The line was 5.5.
I never thought about
No,
that.
no,
Now, let me
no,
ask
let's-
this, Rick.
Yeah.
You are a true Saint fan. Was that unclassy for them to do what they did?
What?
Not come out for the extra
Well,
point?
they had to go drag the Vikings out, too. Nobody
Yeah,
knew
no,
they had
no,
to.
Okay.
no, not at
It
all.
wasn't, it wasn't that
I mean,
they were
just-
saying they
Well, the
Kevin.
Vikings were lined up. They were
Think
lined
about how
up with the
this
Well,
Saints.
you know, it would
I'm
have been
just
tough
saying.
for the Vikings to kick it because they didn't have their holder or their
Yeah.
kicker on the field.
They didn't want to do anything.
Okay. I was just,
I mean, look.
some people made some comments
Think
about, hey,
about the
it's
way
sportsmanship,
that,
guys. Come on, finish it out. And I just
the
thought
Saints
maybe
players
it was.
probably thought it was over.
No,
They probably didn't know the rules.
wasn't. No, nobody. You're the first
Not at
one.
all.
said
Okay.
Not at all.
Okay.
All right.
I just thought that was maybe not being classy about it.
39-year-old Drew Brees is now officially a free agent. We'll call him an official
But
free
he
agent.
basically said after the game he'll be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to be back, expects to be back, should be back. Kevin,
Any reason why not?
do you sign him to the 3-4 year deal? Do you give Drew Brees anything he wants?
Yeah.
I'm with you. Within
I'm
certain
thinking-
reason, yeah.
I don't-
within reason.
but in
and
doing
I'm
that,
thinking,
Do you cut your nose off to spite your face? What if you got areas that you've got to fix?
What?
That money is going all to him?
What are you going to fix? What?
You got to keep that defense intact.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay,
And-
you got to do that. So that's going to cause you to have to move some money around, Rick.
I don't
What do you
know. I
think?
don't know who's. I can't. I think Cam
Somebody's
Jordan's
coming
under
up.
contract.
I think somebody's coming up.
Well, they are. I'm sure they
You
will
got-
lose some. You do every year.
Yeah, but Scooter, that's
But
what we're
the-
trying to say.
The young nucleus. I mean, last year's draft alone.
Exactly. And
What
they're
they
all
do.
secure. They're
Yeah.
all under contract.
Okay.
I think P.J. Williams, Raphael Bush.
You got a few- you got a
all of
few
them. Maybe
that-
Vaccaro comes up. Maybe some.
Oh, why
AJ
don't you cut him? Why don't
AJ
you cut
Klein
him?
coming
Cut
back.
him, please.
Robertson. I think. Look,
Look.
There's going to be. They need another safety. They need another cornerback for depth, and maybe somebody else on the defensive line. And
Okay.
Zach Street, 35 years old, coming off injury. He can come back. Look, this is
By
a
the way,
team.
and
that-
I haven't studied it, that close for contracts and
Yeah.
everything. But in my mind, is young, particularly on defense, as this team was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're kind of off season. They're kind of cherry picking.
Yeah.
I'm
with you.
They're just a little spot here,
Here
spot
and there.
Yeah.
Here and there.
I don't see them getting huge into free agency. Add a few players.
10
from the
seconds
draft.
away from the NFC title game. Yeah, they've got some things to fix. Of course they got. Of course they do. But look,
It's just amazing how much better a team looks. And I'm thinking the Saints the last 3 years,
Yeah.
I guess. How much better a team looks with a second.
Yeah.
Drew Brees, the legacy of Brees, his business interest in the state of Louisiana, and his foundation, the whole thing.
Yeah.
He looks at this roster and he sees Michael Thomas, and he sees Alvin Kamara, and he sees Mark Ingram, and he
Rick-
this this offensive line that
But
they
it doesn't matter. I mean, sometimes I'm almost suspicious. Over the years, how many fairly nondescript receivers have we watched Drew Brees turn into stars? And maybe he's doing it again. Maybe
Michael
Kamara.
Thomas is a star. Michael
never
Thomas is a star.
I'm with you.
Broke
but
the NFL
is
record
he
for
a
most
star-
receptions.
Is
Yeah.
he a star with Blake Bortles?
Chicken and an egg. Chicken
Yeah.
and an egg.
Okay.
But maybe not, okay, because the accuracy of
Yeah.
Bruce. But,
But
he's
I
a
mean,
star.
but
He's a
wait
star.
now. Ginn was already a star before he got to the Saints.
Good
Okay,
player.
so
very good player. Very good.
he was already
I
a
will
star.
say this: they need another tight end. Josh Hill came
Yeah.
through late, but they needed another tight end. All right.
But-
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Well,
Give
I
Brees
like
what he
Josh
wants.
Hill.
Give him 4 years. Give him $30 million guaranteed.
They might even get a little bit of hometown discount.
Maybe so.
I mean, this will probably be his
Hometown
last.
discount.
This should be his last contract. He wants to play till
Okay,
his
Scooter.
mid-40s,
All right, Scooter.
Just like
Okay,
let's go to
Scooter.
Leonard
All
Fournette.
right.
I said it last week.
Unbelievable.
Somewhat quiet because it's Jacksonville. 1,000-yard game, 1,000-yard year, and just
As a
Tomlin
rookie.
and the Steelers with the tweeting and the Patriots, blah blah blah
Yeah.
blah blah, and the Jaguars come in there and take a 21-0 lead over the Steelers, but give it to Big Ben. Is there
Yeah.
anybody else that can drop those dimes
Let me tell
in
you
on
something.
receivers.
Rick.
4th and long, 3 different times. Can you
Dude.
give me a break, please?
Seriously.
Drew Brees can.
You got to give defensive
know,
backs
maybe not like
headaches.
Big
I don't know
Ben.
like that. I mean deep
Holy
balls. We're
smokes.
talking deep. Rick, you throwing in between a receiver. You throwing in
And
between a
give
defensive
Brown-
back and a,
Antonio
and a
Brown is
receiver.
making the
if I'm a
one-handed
defensive
catches.
back,
Oh.
Scoot, I'm scratching my head, man, saying, what the hell just happened here?
Yeah.
What just happened,
Let's
dude?
move forward. Everybody who loves NFL football on this side of the panel, because I don't know about you guys, back and forth on this game. Mike Tomlin, 2:18 on the clock.
Dude.
His defense sucks all day.
Yeah.
Do you onside kick it or do you kick it deep?
Dude, kick the ball
Blake
deep.
Bortles
Dude,
at quarterback
kick
now.
the ball deep.
I know he.
You
What
kick
do
the
you
ball
do?
deep. You kick it
catching
deep.
a lot of flack about
You
the
kick it deep.
onside kick.
It was a
But-
terrible onside
Terrible
Well,
kick.
onside kick.
but-
You kick it deep.
That has nothing to do with
I know
the
with the
decision.
decision. I know it was
The
And
execution,
I would,
maybe.
I would kick it deep. I would kick it deep.
deep.
I would kick it deep. I'm
I
sorry.
Didn't have a,
I,
it never
I've got a
occurred
better
to me
chance.
that the onside kick was the wrong.
Oh, it's huge.
You go
Huge.
80 yards. You beat me 80 yards. You beat me by going 80 yards.
Yeah.
I'm
Even
not
I
going to
got
give
a
you
sucky
40 yards to
defense,
beat me.
Even though my defense sucks, I'm going to put it in Blake Bortles'
I'm not giving you
hands. I'm gonna
40
try
yards to beat me,
And
Scooter.
look,
You go 80.
look, Jacksonville had a lead, though.
Yeah.
But you got to force
Yeah.
them to punt.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
Yeah.
I don't get it. All right. Brady and the Patriots and Belichick, this whole circus and drama spinning around.
Yeah.
And they just, look, Tennessee goes up
Boy,
7-0,
isn't that a nice
and it
problem
just
to have, though,
like it
Jesus?
aggravated the Patriots. It aggravated them. It's like, okay, let's
I know
go.
it.
Let's
I know
play.
it. They beat them like a drum, man. I
Oh,
mean,
my
geez.
God, they are a machine,
Beat 'em like a
and
drum.
Brady is a machine, and
He is.
our championship picks later on in the show.
No.
But look, is he playing MVP, Brady? I say yes because
Because you have a man
because I have a
crush.
man crush on Brady.
Yes,
I
you
got a
do.
man
That's
crush
not
on
even,
Brady
that's not even
too,
surprised,
and
okay?
Breeze.
I'm not
But look,
not even
come on.
surprised, okay?
Look, if it's Carson Wentz, I give it to Carson Wentz.
I do too.
But he's not
I
there.
do too. You're right.
He's not
and let
there.
me say something else, Rick, that we're looking at. Imagine if the Saints had to go and play Philly with Carson Wentz. You got a different ball
Tough.
game, Rick.
Tough.
You got a different ball
the
game,
Saints
man. I mean,
beat
we
Philly.
pulling for the Saints, but let's face reality, man. Carson Wentz with Philly,
Yeah.
when he was there,
Tough. The
I
Saints
would like
in
the
Philly.
Saints against Philly
I do too.
indoors. Playing up there, assuming it's going to be real cold, would have probably been tough.
They'd have been, the wise guys in Vegas would have put the Saints at least a 2.5 to 3 point favorite.
Probably so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They would have been favored.
Okay.
All right, little
Fair
NFL
enough.
news.
Fair
Josh McDaniel going to Indianapolis as their new head coach.
Yeah, not
Pat
surprising.
Shermer from the
Yeah.
Vikings offensive coordinator going to New York Giants. So end all the stuff about will Nick Saban ever leave Alabama to go coach
Yeah,
the Giants.
you're right about
That's
that.
over.
You're
All right, that's over.
And some other news too. Texas A&M old coach Sumlin, he's
Going
with
to
Arizona
Arizona.
State.
Yeah.
Is it Arizona or Arizona State?
Arizona.
Okay, Herm's
Herm
with
Edwards
Arizona
is
State.
going to Arizona State.
Also, are you hearing what I'm hearing? I'm hearing Vanderbilt is reaching out to Les Miles. Is that just something I'm hearing?
Really?
Or is that something you heard?
Vanderbilt doesn't have an opening.
I heard they were reaching out to Nick to
It'd be a
Les
little late
Miles.
in the game.
Yeah,
to
but
get rid of Mason.
y'all got to watch ESPN3, guys.
We don't watch
Come
ESPN
on now.
as much as you
watch
do.
ESPN3.
All right. As we get ready,
It
as
may
we
be an
get
open
ready
school.
to
You know
wind
what
this
I'm saying?
down,
It may
we
be.
said earlier in the show that McNeese head football coach
Yes.
Lance Kidrick, we all know he went to Tallahassee to interview with Florida State in a secondary position with Willie Taggart. We knew he was there. It
Yes.
has to happen this week. Imagine the effects of Cowboy recruiting.
Recruiting.
Look, other
What do you
coaches
do?
know Lance is talking to Florida State. There's been no official offer. He's still the head coach of the McNeese State Cowboys. But if something's going to happen, it should happen this week. We should hear something either
I agree,
way.
Rick.
Either
Because
way.
you have to know, Rick.
It's dragging
You've
on.
got kids that's
It's now 2
you
weeks
know,
now.
that he's made contact with that
The
I gotta know what I'm doing.
It's the effects on the bottom line recruiting. So be on the lookout this
Yeah.
week. We'll have more on it on next week's show, The American Press. If something happens, the
Scooter
American
definitely will
Press
have something
coverage.
for us.
We wish Lance the best of luck in any endeavor he
Yes,
decides
we do.
to do.
Yes. Yes,
'Cause
we
he's
do.
only doing what's best for him and
Yes,
his
we
family.
do.
So
Totally.
it's going to be an interesting turn of events. All right. When we come back, we'll wrap it up with our NFC, AFC predictions. And Keith Jackson passes over the weekend. You want to go to break with the old? I never heard him say that.
What?
The
Whoa.
old Nelly. I don't know.
Oh, Nelly, yeah, he always
okay.
said that.
We're coming back in
He
2 minutes. Stay
always
right there.
said that, Rick.
Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at LaBerge Casino Resort, home of soundoff60. Round 5 with the boys coming up.
All right, welcome back to the show. You want to relive the play anymore?
No, I think I might explode,
My head's
Rick.
about to explode.
I might explode, man.
My head's about. Look, again, not to relive. Look, credit to Marcus Williams.
Yeah,
You
just
know,
hate
I
that
think
it happened that
stand-up
way.
kid, you know.
Good kid.
Reports were
Gonna
he
be a
was
good player,
obviously
man.
in tears in the locker
He
room.
was.
As
He
well
was.
he should, but
He was.
I think he'll get over it. All right, let's shift to LSU football a little bit. All right, we talked last week about Insminger and as offensive coordinator. And
Yeah.
why wouldn't he want the job? So he got the job full time. He's an interesting sort of fella. You know, it's not a headline-making sexy pick, but is it a solid pick
Oh, it's
for this
definitely
offense?
a solid pick. And I think, I think he might do a good job.
What do you mean, might do a good job?
Yeah, what you
LSU
mean, Mike?
fans don't
Scooter?
want Mike.
We can't have a Mike. Not with Alabama loading up like they are.
Go ahead
Scooter.
and finish. We're jumping on you.
It won't be Insminger, though. I mean, they're going to be very good defensively next year, but I don't know where their points are going to come from next year.
Oh,
Good
God,
point.
Scooter.
I
Seriously?
mean,
point.
Oh,
I mean, they lost everybody
This
on
is
offense.
my deal.
Every skill position.
Scooter's not.
gonna be-
Miles Brennan,
Scooter's
your
not- no,
savior. Miles
this
Brennan,
is what
at
I do.
quarterback.
I send somebody down to Tallahassee for a whole year, get Jalen Hurts to come back, take a red shirt year. He'll be a red shirt
That ain't
sophomore.
going to help Nick.
And we'll pass a year. We'll let a year go.
Why
He's
would
got to
he
set a
be-
year.
Why would he be in Tallahassee?
Yeah,
Wait.
why? Oh, you mean Tuscaloosa?
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa, Scooter. Because he is not playing another down at Alabama, okay? We both know that. So I don't think that this kid is going to sit there for 2 more years and not play. I don't see it.
Is that what you're hanging your hat on? I thought you were the big Miles Brennan
But I'm just
guy.
saying, dude, how can Nick Saban go all the way to Hawaii and bring a quarterback?
How does Georgia?
and bring a quarterback back?
How does Georgia and Kirby Smart land with 2 legitimate
Scooter?
five-star
How does that happen, Scooter?
quarterbacks
Huh,
in
Scooter?
Georgia?
How does
And
that happen,
Jacob
Scooter?
Eason and Jake Fromm.
Saban.
How does Kirby Smart do that?
Dude.
And LSU can't.
Dude, that's my
Miles
point.
Brennan is not a
But
five-star recruit.
No, that's my point. It's always been my point. How can we not get these quarterback? That's what you build your team around, is a quarterback.
Well,
Nick
well,
Saban had one in the stable. Nick Saban had one on deck. We didn't even know about it. We knew this kid was a 5-star player.
LSU knew about it.
Who didn't know? LSU recruited him.
Yeah.
We knew about him, but we never thought that this was going to be what steps on the field.
Oh, they knew. They knew.
Did you know?
I didn't know. I'm saying
Well,
they
why in the
knew.
hell?
LSU
Why in
knew
the hell
Alabama
Jalen Hurts
knew.
is 25-2 if we knew?
Because he's winning a 25-2. Why change it if you're winning?
But that's my point. How
When
did
you
we know
watch
it's a
that
freshman?
game, you wonder, why didn't they play him before?
Exactly. Come on.
Why did
Kevin.
apparently Nick
Oh,
Saban didn't know
oh.
everything.
My gosh, what games are you watching?
But Rick, I'm saying, Rick, who in their right mind would have pulled Hurts? Who in their right mind would have done that?
I ushered in
off
the
point.
question of and Esminger.
I know
Solid.
what you're
Just
saying,
Esminger
Rick.
had the offensive mind to turn
No.
this around.
He has a
Okay.
very good offensive mind. What I really, his strength to me is he's a very aggressive play caller.
Can he develop quarterbacks?
You
have no clue.
He's a
All right,
tight
we'll
end.
see.
He's a tight
But
end
I'll
coach.
say this.
Who's the
LSU
quarterback
fans
coach?
Been begging for him to throw more. They're going to have to throw more next year because I don't know who's going to run the ball.
Well, can they have time to throw it?
And they do.
Can
If
they-
they do.
can they have time
that's
to
another
throw it?
question.
We
He's
got
all
problems.
these big bodies coming
We got
in.
problems, man.
Yeah.
And
They
Orgeron's
do.
got a kicker coming
got
in
problems,
from
man.
California. Maybe that's what they're relying on to kick
don't know.
a ton of field goals.
Hey, you trying to be funny with my Tigers,
I am trying to
Ricky?
be. Yeah, you rip my Saints,
trying to
I'm
be
going to
funny
rip
with
your
my Tigers,
Tigers.
man. Don't play,
Look,
Ricky.
Is the program, look, the whole Matt Canada
We-
thing, the whole Aranda chasing Aggie
We
money.
are-
Is there a sense of stability
Look.
around this staff and program?
Let me-
Come on.
There's
come on.
a lot of
Let me
reloading
say-
to do on offense. I think they're going to be very good on defense.
They're going to be
Okay.
good on defense.
Yeah.
Hell, if we can just stop them from scoring, but we
They-
got to
they
at least
might have to
score.
win a lot of 14
But
to
this is the
10
thing,
games.
guys. When I said this last year, you guys like, no. But do you see what Nick Saban does sometimes when you have to
to
pull
Nick
the
Saban.
trigger? I think that
You can't get off Nick Saban.
this kid should have played more. The backup quarterback for LSU.
Of course.
He should have
No,
played
no,
more.
No.
Rick, what are you saying?
LSU wants to win
He-
now, don't you?
Dude,
Don't you want to win now?
We didn't win.
You had an 8-3 year.
Dude, we should have been 10. Dude, we should have won 10 games this year. 11 at the
9-4.
best.
No, I'm saying,
we should
but
have
going
won
into the
11
bowl
games
game.
at
What were
Rick
they
at
in
the
the
most.
9-3.
9-3. 9-3.
Rick, we had a team, Rick, to win 11 games. I'm sorry. We had the team to win 11 games.
Well,
and you
I
got
think
Miles
you're-
Brennan.
I think you're
dreaming.
Oh, wait,
I
the
think
thing
you're
is, though,
You're
Miles
dreaming.
Brennan if you're gonna,
test
no,
him.
I don't have a fever.
Test
If you're gonna have him as the quarterback coming back next year, and you give him that amount of reps, and you expect him to be the starting quarterback?
Train again. I'm just not buying into it. I'm not buying into
Do
it,
you
Kevin,
think? But wait. My point is this, guys. What does it take for a person at LSU to say it ain't working?
Give it up.
When Nick Saban says halftime, the biggest game, the national championship, but we can't pull a guy in a regular game.
He had nothing
in
to
a
lose.
regular game.
Other than the game, he had
But
to
Rick,
do
but
it.
you missing my point, Rick. We got games
You're
that we play
assuming
during the
Miles
season that
Brennan-
are non-conference games. Pull him. Y'all are crazy. I'm telling you. Y'all are crazy.
No, we're not crazy.
That kid should have had
We're
more reps than
sane.
what he had.
Come on,
We're
we gotta
saying-
go.
He should have had
We
more
gotta
reps.
go.
We're out of time. Thanks for
grief.
eating
My
up that whole
starting
segment
quarterback.
on this Miles
And you
Brennan.
open up with Miami next
my
year.
gosh.
Oh my God.
You and Nick Saban. You just go there and just bow to Nick Saban. We're up against
Both
the
of
clock. When we come back, Stump the Wise Guys, our predictions if we have time,
Oh,
and
panic
Team
will
Jack.
set in when you want it.
Stay right here.
Jesus.
Sound Off 60 is brought to you by our friends at Jack Daniels Bar and Grill at L'Auberge Casino Resort. Sound Off 60 24/7 online at soundoff60tv.com.
For more taste, less calories, and half the carbs, there's only one light beer to grab. Miller Lite. Hold true.
On or off the field, training and experience matter. As a board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeon, Dr. Brett Cassio has the training and experience to help you get back in the game. Award-winning research, the latest orthopedic techniques, right here at home. Cassio Sports Medicine.
In 1975, we brewed the original light beer with more taste and only 96 calories. We think that's worth celebrating. Miller Lite, back in the original bottle.
All right, welcome back to the show. Wrapping it up with the lovely Colleen from Jack Daniels right here with Stump the Wise Guys. We are the Wise Guys, and we are unstumpable, so it's all in your court. What do you have for us?
Let's see.
We're waiting.
Okay, run down the list of NFL quarterbacks who have passed for over 5,000 yards during a single season, and of the group, who still holds the single season record for passing yards?
I'm gonna say 4.
Favre,
Oh, dude,
Brady.
I just reached out there. Drew.
Breeze,
And Manning.
Manning,
Which Manning?
Peyton.
Peyton.
and Dan Marino.
Dan
Marino
Marino?
held the record. Yeah.
Did he really?
Come on, don't forget about Dan Marino.
He did,
Right?
he did,
And the
he
guy
did.
who currently has the record would be Peyton Manning. Right?
Really?
Yes.
Where's our bell? We lost our bell.
We don't have a
We
bell.
got it. We don't have the
today.
bell. All
Good
right.
job.
Next question.
All right.
Of the 8 remaining quarterbacks in the NFL playoffs, and you should know who they are, your challenge is to list what colleges they played for.
Wow.
Holy moly.
holy
All right,
moly.
so,
4.
well,
It's only 4.
going back to last week.
Last week.
All right.
Holy smokes.
Well, Brady, Michigan.
Michigan.
Blake Bortles, Central Florida.
Right.
Uh,
Case Keenum, Houston.
Case Keenum, Houston.
Breeze,
Breeze,
Purdue.
Well, Purdue.
That's 5?
Mm-hmm.
Holy gosh
And
almighty. Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
I
Michigan.
don't know.
Arizona or Arizona State?
Michigan?
Arizona.
Colleen's
Arizona.
helping me. Arizona. Thanks,
Okay.
Colleen.
Thanks, Colleen.
Who else is left?
Quarterback.
Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger, Miami of Ohio.
Miami, Ohio.
Miami.
And we got one more, Colleen?
No, yeah, Roethlisberger.
That's it.
Is that it?
Marcus? Mariota?
Oh, Mariota.
Oh,
Oregon.
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 Yeah.
Oregon
Wow,
Ducks.
that's depth.
Oregon Ducks. Wow.
Holy
Man.
smokes. Good catch
That
on
was
the
a lot of 8
on
there,
the,
man. That was a big
Central
8
Florida.
there.
Yeah.
All right, here we
Good.
go. Come
All
on. Oh, we're on a roll.
Number 3, name the teams that Alabama has beaten for its 5 national titles under head coach Nick Saban.
One's LSU.
You would know that. Clemson, LSU.
Clemson.
Ohio State?
No.
Wasn't Ohio State?
Just
He knows.
Georgia. Clemson, Notre Dame, LSU. Huh?
Oklahoma?
Who is it?
5, she said, right?
She said 5.
Yes, she's
There's
5.
5 at Alabama.
So it's,
The one at LSU was Oklahoma.
oh, is that Oklahoma? Okay.
Yeah.
It has to be Ohio State?
No,
Who it?
let's see. Let's see.
Y'all want a hint?
I said.
Give us a hint.
I said.
Uh-oh.
Let me go back.
Wait.
We're very close.
Hint. One
Y'all
letter.
are very close. We're
One
all
letter.
very close.
One letter.
Clemson,
Give us a letter.
T.
Clemson. We said Clemson.
oh, T.
T.
What she said?
Texas?
Yes.
Texas.
Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah.
I don't remember
That
that.
was
remember
his
that one.
first one at Alabama.
Damn, Texas.
I don't remember the game.
Who was the
Yeah.
quarterback?
2009.
Oh, that's when he beat up the quarterback, Colt McCoy.
Colt
Yes.
McCoy
Remember that?
got
Oh,
hurt
he beat
early
him
in
up.
the game.
Kicked him out of the game, Saban.
Dog it. Yes.
All right, last one.
Bonus
I
question.
remember it
Okay,
now. It's
bonus
coming back to me.
question. What 3 NFL receivers with ties to Louisiana have all owned the NFL record for the most catches over their first 2 years in the
Oh,
league?
come on, that's easy.
Ties to Louisiana.
Well, Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry,
LSU, Jarvis Landry,
And
Miami,
then
Ohio.
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas?
Well, ties to
Well,
Louisiana.
okay,
he plays
Michael
in New
Thomas.
Orleans.
Okay.
Michael
That was-
Thomas.
those
We got it.
ties.
Okay, those
Yeah,
ties
she
you
said
saying,
ties
okay.
to Louisiana.
All right.
Thank you,
Okay.
Colleen.
Great
You did
job,
not stump us.
Colleen.
Stay
Thank
right
you.
there. The
Stay
lovely
right there,
Colleen
Colleen.
from Jack
I
Daniels.
thought
Good
it had
job.
to be college.
All right.
Me too.
I know you wanted, I'm going to do, I was around college football in Alabama and Florida and Georgia. I ran into Keith Jackson only one time, and let me say, okay, what a presence.
Yeah.
I mean, it was passing in a press box. The man had presence.
He made you
was
love it, man.
The
He
king.
made you love it.
Keith Jackson. What's your story about the late Keith
Oh, I'll
Jackson?
try to make it quick. My last year at LSU, I'm working in the sports information office,
Yeah.
basically as a gopher.
Yeah.
Keith Jackson's doing a game at
Yeah.
Tiger Stadium.
Uh-huh.
Somehow, it got to be my job to drive him to the airport
Wow.
afterwards.
Wow.
So I drive Keith Jackson to the airport.
Yeah.
I
And you got lost.
No, I chatted him up. I chatted him up the whole way.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been nicer. He just, he tolerated me. All right, drop him off at the airport.
Yeah.
He thanks me. Everything. All right, I moved to Lake Charles. This is like maybe 9-10 months later.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the National AAU boxing tournament in Lake Charles.
Really?
At the
Okay.
Civic Center.
Yeah.
Keith Jackson comes in on Saturday to do the
Yeah.
finals
Yeah.
at the Civic Center.
Wow.
I walk back in the press room before it starts, and he walks in. He remembers my name.
Wow.
That made you.
Class.
And
day,
how many
Scooter.
kids like that
Class.
drive to the airport?
Class.
I mean, maybe if it's a name
Yeah.
like John, he doesn't
Yeah.
remember. I
Well,
don't know.
true. Scooter.
Scooter's a little easier. But
Classy guy, Kevin.
Yeah.
The voice of
Oh, yeah.
college football for many years.
Many years.
The late Keith Jackson passes over the weekend at 89. But, as Hobbs alluded, he did it all.
He did.
Oh, yeah.
Monday
He
Night
did
Football,
everything.
he started
I mean,
it. Boxing, hockey,
you
USL
looked- you
football.
looked to watch it because he was doing it.
He went everywhere to do everything. Why World of Sports, the whole thing. And then, of course, a couple of weeks ago, we didn't do it. We should have, but Dick Enberg, one of my
Yeah.
all-time favorites from the
No, you're
NFL.
right, Rick.
Dick
Yeah, you're
Enberg
right.
also passed a
right.
couple of
also
weeks ago.
shared a car with him one time.
Did you
but
really?
that's another
I mean,
story.
those are two giants of
You've been around,
broadcast
Scooter.
journalism and broadcast sports. Before we run out of time, NFC, AFC
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
championship
game.
games.
Sunday.
I think Philadelphia edges Minnesota. I think the
I think
miracle
they
is
do, too.
over.
I think
and
they
I think
do,
New
too.
England struggles against that
They
Jacksonville
do.
defense,
No,
but they
do.
win
because
in a
let me
good
tell you
game.
something. If you can put some pressure on Brady, he can't be the Brady we all know him to be. If you give him time, he's going to kill you. But if you make him uncomfortable,
The Pats will win. They're
Brady's
too good.
gonna kill him.
They're too
Okay.
good, but
Remember what I
I
said
think
now.
Philadelphia has enough at home, that home
They
field
do.
advantage.
They do.
Colleen, we appreciate it.
Colleen, great
Guidry, wear the hoodie next week because I know you want to, Hobbs. Great show. We'll do it all again next
Yes,
time,
enjoyed it.
everybody. Have
All
a
right.
great sports week.
Sound Off 60 airs on Sunlink Cable Channel 4 Monday through Sunday nights at 9 and again Saturday and Sunday mornings at 10. Sound Off 60 also airs throughout Southwest Louisiana on Vive Broadband Channel 6 at 9 p.m. Check your local listings. Post your questions and comments for the guys and access our website and our great advertising partners at soundoff60tv.com.